So it's been about over a year since we last recorded this gem of a game. And now here we are, doing it once again. How's it going, folks? The name's Defi and welcome to Season 2 of BattleTech. I am super excited to play this, you have no fucking idea. So, ever since the end of the last campaign last year, I've been playing this on and off for the months, doing multiple modded playthroughs and just having a lot of fun, and honestly I can't get tired of this game. It's cool. So anyway, we're back with a brand new video series, so let's go over a few things before we start. First of all, to new viewers, BattleTech is a turn-based strategy game that's very similar to games like XCOM and Phoenix Point, where you have units, you know, tile-based unit movement, stuff like that. You can customize them, you can do base management as well, those kind of games. So, you know, everyone knows what to do, blah blah blah. So, the three elements of this playthrough. First of all, we are doing another campaign mode. A couple of reasons. One, I have not played the campaign mode in a while, nor have I watched any of my old videos. So, it's going to be a bit of a refresher for myself, and also it will allow new people coming to the game to understand the story, or just, you know, it's basically, in terms of the progression, it's pretty nice. The career mode is a sandbox mode that has X amount of days before your playthrough is over, but at least for this, we can take our time. And also, the third reason will tie in with the third major thing I'm about to explain. The second thing is, this campaign is modded, and if you look in the description down below, there will be a huge, not a huge list, but there'll be a decent list of mods. Two key mods I have to address. First of all is the expanded arsenal mod. This introduces, and I'm not joking, over 300 new individual mechs. New mech chassis, new variants of the already standing Innisphere mechs. That's including the base game. Of course, it includes the DLC mechs as well, that would normally be with the Urban Warfare and Heavy Metal DLCs up top. I'll talk about the first one in a second. And yeah, and it also introduces some new weaponry as well. So instead of medium lasers, we now have extended range medium lasers, but more frequently than the in the base game of its rare variety and stuff. We got clan equipment as well, so I'll explain the details between that, you know, as we're going ahead. So yeah, I will take my time with this game and I'll explain everything as we go along. It's pretty cool. And also the second major mod is the random campaign starter. So, for those who have watched my my announcement video in terms of the creative backstory, I mentioned that the original pilots, Behemoth, Medusa, Decker, and Glitch, are not there anymore. That's one of the reasons. We'll have random pilots now, and I talked about, you know, the pirates intercepting the mechs, you know, the Shadowheart, Vindicator, blah blah blah. That's because it randomizes what mechs you will get, and because we have the expanded arsenal mod, it will give us any mechs within the 25 to 55 weight category. So we won't be getting heavies, we won't be getting assaults, but we will get, I believe we'll get either 1 to 2 medium mechs and up to 3 light mechs. Very similar to a career mode start, so it's not that bad really. And the final point to talk about is the Flashpoint DLC, which we have. The Flashpoint DLC introduces a couple of new mechs, which we won't, if we weren't running expanded arsenal, to be there. I believe one of them is the Hatchet Man, a 45-ton brawling mech with a unique melee animation. It has a hatchet that comes out of his right hand, sort of swivels up that way and grabs it and starts smacking mechs with it. Oh, it's beautiful. And also, it introduces a new biome. We have the jungle biome now instead of the highlands, lowlands. So it's just a new biome to play in. It's got its own unique quirks and stuff. It's a really, really cool thing. And a new contract type as well, which is the target acquisition. So that's pretty cool. Right, so anyway, that is everything. Also, thank you to the people who have submitted some names for pilots in this playthrough as well. So I will introduce them later on, probably around episode 3, maybe a bit longer, sorry, than that, I don't know. It just depends on what happens, because we don't want to get rid of the pilots we have at the beginning, because we would be spending a lot of money and we'll lose out on a lot of progress from the start, so there's that. So, to anyone new, if you're watching, if you would like a pilot name, there will be a link in the description down below that will lead you to my BattleTech 2 announcement and recruitment video. All you have to do is just leave a first name, last name, and a nickname down below, and I'll get you in sometime or another. I think that's everything. Yeah. So anyway, without further ado, we're gonna get started now. So please, pull up a chair, get yourself comfortable, and let's play some BattleTech. Alright, so we're gonna go new campaign. I'm gonna go custom campaign because I actually have some settings we want to do. Now, excuse me for a second. I'm just gonna take a quick drink. I'll edit this out. Alright, okay, so I'm back. Sorry about that. Alright, so here we can adjust the difficult settings for our playthrough. We can change these at any point, which is pretty cool. So the first thing we're going to do, well, actually, as you can see here, these settings can only be modified at game start, so we can't really change these. First of all, unequip mechs. Let me explain that. When you get the X amount of mech parts to create a new mech, what will happen is, when it appears in your collection, if you will, or your list, it comes with all the equipment that mech will have when you face it on the field, right? Which is pretty cool for with your, your need equipment, or, you're just doing a quick playthrough and you just want to use the mech, or you're not too sure about customization or anything like that. But not this, so we have to put our own equipment into the mech. It comes with nothing except for his own equipment, if you know what I mean. His own specialized pieces of equipment. I'll talk about that as we're going along. Parts for mech assembly. By default, it's on at 3, but we're going to go with, see here. Let me bring that up if I can bring it. The setting controls the number of salvaged or purchased mech parts you must acquire to assemble a new mech. Increases value to make new mechs rarer and more difficult to attain. We are going to go with 4 parts for this one. Just because I feel like 3, well, 2 is definitely easy to get a new mech, so there's that. 3, the default, I mean, yeah, it's alright, but we're going to go for 4. And let me tell you something, getting mechs in this playthrough with the mods I have is going to be so difficult, trust me. Because I want to make this campaign as hard as I possibly can. Enemy force strength, we're going to go on hard. Now, the enemy force strength, let me tell you something, right? I have done multiple playthroughs with easy, normal, and hard. Now, I don't notice any AI differences. In fact, I was actually tempted to put on a AI improvement mod, but for some reason, just wouldn't gel well with the mods I had at the time. So we're just going on hard. Advanced Mechwarriors, we're going to go on normal. Mech destruction. If the mech's center torso gets destroyed, that's the mech completely gone. So, yeah, pretty simple. And that's for allies. So yeah, when active, the setting will cause any mech disabled by destruction of its center torso to be lost permanently. So yeah, instant death for the mech at least. Contract payment, we're going to go normal. Salvage, this is the important thing. I'm using a salvage mod, right? No, we're not going to go on all salvage because I'll talk about how the salvage rights work. When you go into a contract, you have a payment and a salvage meter. Now, if you want more pay, there's a bar at the bottom that will go in the opposite direction. So you'll get more pay, less salvage picks, and vice versa. When it comes to the loot table, the salvage table, you will get what's known as a priority pick and a randomized pick. The priority pick is how many picks of the salvage table that you want specifically. On the opposite side, once you collected your priority picks, the game will do an RNG and basically will randomize whatever salvage is left, and then that's yours, and the rest still left on the table will be out of play. This mod, when you click this option, all salvage, you get all the salvage regardless. So that's a cheap way. However, by going on normal, all our salvage is randomized. We will not be able to pick any salvage. So basically, it's get what you're given. And I love this. I love randomizers. So basically, it's here's your hand, play with your hand, if you know what I mean. So it's really cool. Mechwarrior progression, we're going to go on... I'm going to mess around with this, but I'm going to go with slow at the minute. Personally, I feel like Mechwarriors will increase in rank or increase experience to get skills very, very quickly in this game. So I'm going to go on slow. If it gets too fast, I'll go on very slow. So it just means our Mechwarriors will get progressing very, very, you know, slowly, but more specialized towards certain roles and stuff. Lethality, it's the pilot version of the Mech destruction. When the sentence is enabled, Mechwarriors that are incapacitated in combat will always be killed. I'll explain about that in a second as well. And rare salvage, that just means better versions of the weapons that you can find. We're going to leave this unticked, and most importantly, I forgot, we're going to turn this off because this gives us a tutorial, but more importantly, it gives us the backstory to the campaign. So let me double check this. Unequipped mechs, 4 parts for mech assembly. Turn Iron Man mode off, that just means you can't save, but I'm doing an honest man, so don't worry about that. Skip prologue off so we can watch the campaign, sorry, the tutorial and the opening scenes. Enemy force strength hard, will it actually say? Setting modifies the overall strength of enemy forces. At higher difficulties, you will encounter heavier mechs. The setting does not apply to campaign story missions, but to side contracts. Okay, yeah, okay, so that's what it does. Right, so that's what it does. See, I thought it was AI, I've never checked that, actually. Okay, we'll go hard, that's fine. Advanced Mechwarriors, yep, just normal. Mech construction, yeah. Contract payment, normal. Salvage, normal for the randomization. Mech warrior progression, slow, yep. Lethality, yep. Okay, we got other ones here. Contract generated, set your choice of, okay, yep, 8, that's fine. Commander experience, you could choose if you want the experience to be higher or anything, we'll stick it normal. Starting money of your contract as well, you can go as whatever you want. I believe all this is modded options. Mech base speed, in terms of refitting and in terms of repairing, we're just going to go normal. Starting money is fine. Aggro, monthly payment. That's like upgrade costs and stuff. We'll go over that eventually. Shop selling price is half, that's fine. Max specials per shop, 6. Yeah, that's fine as well. Right, well that is going to be it. So, let's start our campaign. This is going to be really, really cool. So yeah, so as soon as the cutscene starts, I'll shut up and I'll turn off the base cam so you can watch it, but I am super, super excited. So, I don't know how long this opening episode might be. I might actually make it a bit longer. But we might be talking hour episodes for this playthrough. So we'll see. We'll see. But this music, I love it. I love it to bits. I love this game. Come on now. Also, keep an eye on the tooltips above as well, next to the display circle, and I am going to shut up. Enjoy.
I am Kamea of House Arano, High Lady of the Aurigan Reach, Protector of Coromadir, and the Sword of Restoration. But I am not a hero, no matter what the stories say. A hero would have sacrificed more, compromised less. A hero would have done better. You know this, of course. You were there. My father used to tell me stories about the ancient times, about the Star League, a golden age of prosperity, upheld by the great Mechwarriors of old, guardians of the innocent, protectors of the peace. I always dreamed of following in their footsteps. I was too young to see the truth of things. After all, it wasn't heroism or a noble cause that won me the throne. It was hiring a mercenary, skilled enough, perhaps ruthless enough, to carry the day. Hiring you. I still don't know if you fought for honor or for the thrill of it, for belief in my cause, or just in my money. But whether it was your noble heart or mercenary mind, your actions gave us hope. That makes you a hero in the eyes of history. Whether you believe it, that's up to you.
That cutscene gives me goosebumps. Alright, sorry, I was just double checking things. Yep, all good. Right, so your background. Welcome to the Aurigan Reach. The Aurigan Reach is a small kingdom in the RimWorld periphery, a region of space that lies at the outskirts of the most densely colonized sphere. It is home to the Aurigan Coalition, a federation organized around a parliamentary monarchy and ruled by the Arano family. For 3 generations under the rule of House Arano, the Aurigan Coalition has remained a relatively peaceful corner of the periphery. It is here your story begins. So this is where we can customize our commander. Decades ago, your family came from. So basically, this the background doesn't really make a difference. Doesn't really matter towards the actual character himself. Basically, when the text boxes happen in terms of the cutscenes, we'll have different dialogues, and basically we get to roleplay, which is pretty cool. So what I will do is I will leave each of the houses up for you to read. So I'll just do it for a couple of seconds. You just pause or have a quick skip through or whatever you want. I've already read this in the first playthrough I did, so you know there's no point in going over them again for the most part. So I'll just leave them all for a couple of seconds or so. So that's House Steiner. We got the Capellan Confederation, House Liao. This is the one I chose in the first campaign. Okay, we also have the Magistry of Canolpus. We have the Torium Concordat. We have the RimWorld periphery, and we have the Deep periphery. I think out of this, we're going to pick the Federated Sons, House Davian, because actually knowing the lore and actually knowing the backgrounds of these houses, I do associate myself with the Davians a lot. I don't know why, I just like the Davians. Saying that, in Mechwarrior 5, I like the Davians as well. So, Mechwarriors who hail from the Federated Sons tend to possess more finely honed skills and better equipment than their counterparts from other regions of space. They often see themselves as righteous warriors and champions of liberty, sometimes to a fault. Though nearly extinguished by the Draconis combined in the First Succession War, the Federated Sons, a constitutional monarchy ruled by the renowned House Davian, had become arguably the most powerful of the 5 great successor states. Through skillful military campaigns and subtle diplomacy, House Davian was significantly increased the number of star systems under its control in the last 2 centuries. In fact, a very, very important faction in terms of the timeline of BattleTech as well. Okay, you are of noble birth. Through immigrants to the Aurigan Reach, your family soon established a comfortable presence in a small backwater system on the edge of Aurigan space. By the time you were born, your family has become the de facto ruling nobility of the system's only inhabited planet. You were the oldest child, heir to the family's titles and ancestral battle metal. Battle metal? I was going to say black metal then. Ancestral battle mech and old Blackjack BJ1. This is where you met Raju, Mastiff, Montgomery, a veteran of the Succession Wars, whom your parents hired for a season to train you as a mech warrior. Raju was strict but capable teacher, and you quickly became a skilled pilot under his tutelage. It was an uneventful life. Until the day after your 16th birthday, when... Now, this is where we can choose our starting skills. So, here we have gunnery tactics, we have piloting tactics, tactics guts, piloting guts, and gunnery guts. I'll go over which each skill does and how it affects the mech you're using. But for the most part, I know exactly what kind of build I'm going for the commander. So, here we have, you were exiled. Once the promising young scion of your family, you committed an unforgivable transgression and were sentenced to life in exile. You stole away your family's ancestral blackjack and set out for find a new life to call your own. Struck out on your own. As the heir to a noble family, you grew up wanting for nothing, and it turns out you couldn't stand the life of a pampered nobility. Finally, one night, you stole away with the family's ancestral blackjack and set off to find a new life to call your own. Bankrupt. As you grew older, you watched your family's fortune, income, and influence slowly dwindle away, until there was nothing left. Your parents, driven to despair, took their own lives. With nothing but your family's ancestral blackjack left to call your own, you set off to make a new life for yourself. Your family died in an accident. The rest of your family died in a freak jump ship accident, after which you discovered they had nothing left behind but piles of debt. After selling everything to sell the debt, you set off on your own, and with your family's ancestral blackjack to left to your name, you were betrayed. Your family was betrayed, and it was the seat of the power destroyed. You just defeated the betrayers, but you were the sole surviving member of your house. With nothing but your family's ancestral blackjack left to call your own, you set off to make a new life for yourself. Just want to double check something. Yeah, I'm still recording. Good. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so basically, I'm kind of going off the backstory I did from the creative thingy, so I mentioned a lot about betrayal and stuff. We're going to go with this, gunnery and guts. Out on your own, you fell into the life of a Aurigan Coalition soldier. Unsure of your prospects, you travelled to Cormadia, the capital of the Aurigan Coalition, and enlisted in the Coalition military. You quickly rose through the ranks, distinguishing yourself as a reliable Mechwarrior. Life as a soldier wasn't glamorous, but it suited you just fine. Frontier pilot. Tired of living under the authority of others, you fell in with a local pirate gang in the Rimworld periphery. It was an unruly crew, but an effective one. Roaming the periphery afforded your outfit with a steady supply of poorly defended merchant caravans and supply depots to prey upon. These raids did occasionally dissolve into combat. You quickly learned that successful piracy is mostly about being in the right place at the right time, with the right threats and a good show of force. Solaris Gladiator, you'll took your skills as a Mechwarrior to the famed arena planet of Solaris 7. There you eked out a living as a gladiator, fighting for the crowd in minor arenas, getting by from paycheck to paycheck. Innersphere mercenary, eager to get away from it all, you joined up with a minor Innersphere mercenary unit. Integrating into the tight-knit crew took time, but you eventually proved your worth and became part of the family. Frontier freelancer, you roamed the remote periphery as a freelancer, signing on for whatever odd contracts you couldn't find as a Mechwarrior for hire. It was a solitary life, but as you became more comfortable with the itinerant lifestyle, you found you were able to make a decent living helping people at the frontier. A merchant guard, you signed as a guard for a small trading guild, providing security as the guild's caravan made trading runs between the Innersphere and the periphery. It was largely uneventful life, but you were able to put your Mechwarrior skills to good use and the occasional scuffle with pilots and incooperative local governments. We're going to go Aurigan Coalition soldier, so we get another point of gunnery. So at this point, we'll have 2 points into gunnery, 1 point to the guts. 2 years later, you cross paths with Raju Mastiff Montgomery once again. On an ill-fated mission, you were caught behind enemy lines and separated from your lands. Raju happened to be on patrol nearby, and he launched a daring rescue. Upon finding out it was you he had rescued, he brought you into the House Arano Royal Guard. So it is you find yourself reunited with your own mentor, preparing your ancestral blackjack for guard duty on the coronation day of Lady House Arano. And now we get to pick our pilot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a quick cut, and I'm going to customize my my commander. I'll see you in a second. Alright, okay, so I have customized my pilot to try and look near enough like me. In terms of like actual customization, I'll just show you now. In terms of like the makeup, we have like the different complexities you can have: tattoos, scars, hairstyles, eyebrows, facial hair, complexion and stuff like that. Actually, no, I'm kind of young actually, now I think about it. There we go, that looks normal, I guess. Normalish. Yeah, so just one last thing, just wanted to double check. Make it a bit younger for myself. So, yeah, my commander is Defy Dylan Whitehall. That's my name. So there you go. So yeah, so that's it. Pretty cool, huh? Very, very cool. Very cool indeed. I just want to double check something again. Right, okay, we've done enough dilly-dallying. We are from Federated Sons. The day we were betrayed, our family was betrayed and murdered. We fell into an Aurigan Coalition soldier. We'll have 4 gunnery, 2 piloting, 2 tactics, and 3 guts. Let's get started. So yeah, so the tutorial should be coming up now. The High Lord, House Arano II, is dead. Aurigan Reach is left in an uncertain crossroads. Was prosperous, it is now a kingdom in decline surrounded by powerful neighbours. Lord Santiago Espinosa, brother-in-law to the late House Lord, is convinced that the slow-moving Council of Founding Houses must be dissolved. His proposed directive would be conscript the House Guard and centralize power under a single throne. However, the House Lord's heir, the noble Lady Camilla Arano, is determined to rebuild the Reach without transforming it into an authority state. She refuses to enact her uncle's directive and has rebuked his vehement pleas to reconsider. On the morning of Lady Arano's ascension to the throne, her loyal captain in the guard, Rachu Montgomery, makes preparation to escort her safety to the coronation process that awaits in Cordia City. Ugh, yeah, there's a couple of words to the butcher, I do apologize. Coronation Day, Arano Summer Palace, 8:53 local time. So yeah. So for the full screen cutscenes, I'll do what I did in Sly. I'll just turn them on and off. This makes it a bit easier. But for gameplay in terms of text boxes, I'll keep it on. But yeah, I just want to show you this. Look at this. Look at the fucking artwork. I had that as my my wallpaper for the longest time, and just want to double check to make sure my yeah. I'm so paranoid about the face cam. It's gotta make sure I keep it on and stuff. So yeah, we're gonna do a bit of a training mission now, bit of a tutorial just to show you the ropes because it's probably better. So it's probably best to show you really more than anything. Okay, so move the mouse to the right on the edge of the screen. Use the mouse button, the right mouse button or Q and E to rotate the center. Yep. Very simple. We have some test dummies we can do. Okay. There we go. Okay, Duffy. I had the Espinosa refit yards rush the repairs in your blackjack. Looks like it's all in one piece, but we should run some diagnostics on it, just to be sure. Standard field tests, you know the drill. More importantly, though, I want to tell you more about the job I brought you out to do. Now, do me a favor and get that battle mech moving. Let's see if there's any quirks in the actuators. Okay, so, unit selection. Click on a Mechwarriors pilot or press tab.
I'll come right out and say it, kid. I wasn't completely honest with you the other day. There's gonna be more to this job than escort duty.
Yeah. So, basically, this is the standard hub. So, here, we will have our objective right above me. To be honest, give me a second. I just want to make sure that none of the, okay. There we go. I'm kind of doing this on the spot. Come on. There we go. Just want to make sure my face cam ain't covering anything. So we would have the objective. This case, move your mech to the location. Here is an initiation counter. That's more to do with battle, like active battle, if you will. Our buffs, be it from the mech equipment or from pilots, will be here. This is a heat bar. Basically, the more we shoot, the more the heat will go up. And if it overgoes this certain threshold, we will start taking structural damage. I'll talk about that in a second. If we get a full bar of heat, our mech will shut down. Simple as that. This is our stability bar. The more hits mechs take, the stability bar will start raising. And once it gets to near enough full, there's a chance that the mech will fall flat on its ass. By doing that, it means it's opened up to extra accurate attacks from the enemy. And when we stand back up with the mech's next turn, we will get a severe accuracy debuff. Yeah, because in this game, everything's RNG near enough. Of course, pilot name, the name of the mech, the emblem, whatever. Okay, so this bar here is our structural damage. This is the eternal health of the mech. This is the overall armor value for the mech itself. That's collectively across all the different parts. It tells you what class the mech is. Okay, so we have the head component, we have the legs and torsos, we have the arms, the center torso, and the two legs. A mech gets killed if both its legs have been taken out completely, or the center torso, or if our pilot gets killed. Underneath the pilot, there's a health bar here. If he takes any head hits with the head still being intact, the pilot will lose a block of health. If he falls down from a knockdown, he will lose a block of health. And basically, if the health bar goes to 0, even though the mech is functional and operational, then the pilot still dies and the mech is still out of combat, if you say the least. There's different movement here. We'll go over these in due time. This is the weapon selection. You can see here the different damages it has, the different ammo types, melee and DFA, which is death from above. We'll go over that in due time as well. So now we need to move. So basically, we just move the mouse to the cursor we want. The chevrons we'll go over later on as well. So let's just move up to 2 now. I brought you here because there's something wrong in the capital. It's been too quiet since High Lord Tamati's funeral, and I'm worried about Lady Kamiya's safety during her coronation procession. Anyway, looks like your actuator is checked out. Let's conduct a weapons test. Target one of those burnt out old urban mechs and open fire.
Like I was saying, I can't prove anything, but my gut tells me something's off, and a warrior trusts their instincts.
Yep, it is. So basically, once we move, we can take a fire attack. The different lines indicate what target you can hit. Of course, there's different lines for different weapons and for different angles and stuff. We'll go over that again in another time. But basically, you just pick a target that you fancy attacking, and down in the right hand side, you'll see the hit percentage. So yeah, so across the board, 95%, very good. So you can either click on the target you want, or you can press tab, like it says up here, and then just open fire. So yeah, we pretty much just killed the entire mech there.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Good shot. Your guns are in working order, at least. Yep. So we got a target dummy. I've been training Lady Arano since she was 14 years old. She could be naive at times, and proud. But I have no doubt that she'll be a just and effective ruler. It's on us to see her safety to Cordia City. I'll rest easier once she's in the capital with her cousin Victoria by her side. Lady Victoria, well, she's only been training under me for a single season, but she's already shaped herself into one of the strongest Mechwarriors I've ever seen. Reminds me a lot of you, truth be told. Anyway, we should run a check on your targeting computer. You see that drone over there, the one moving through the tree line? Put some hurt on it for me. And then when it turns, take it out with a rear angle shot. After it's down, we'll keep moving.
Kamiya's like a daughter to me, and her late father, High Lord Tamati, was a good friend.
So basically, it just took a full alpha and it's still living. What you'll find is with mechs and tanks is that simple mechanic of never show your ass to the enemy, because if I showed you the center torso, for example, we got 70 structure, 90 armor. If you go to the rear, as you can see, we have 45 armor plates, and the same goes for here. So we just targeted the top, 90 armor plates and 75 either side. We go to the back and it's only 7. So yeah, so always try and target an enemy in the rear if you can, for a quicker kill, if you know what I mean. You won't always get the luxury, but for the most part, it's the effective way to take mechs out.
Enemy unit destroyed.
Nice shot. Now, I don't know how familiar you are with Aurigan politics, but the Reach was badly shaken by High Lord Tamati's death. It needs a smooth transfer of power, like Kamiya belongs on the Cormorant throne. Go ahead and fire at your jump jets, kid. I want to see you descend this cliff face. Aim for that patch of ground there, near the edge of the lake. Alright.
Victoria pulls no punches, but she's been a loyal companion to Kamiya since they were kids. Aside from you, there's no one I'd rather have by my side in a fight.
So, jump. Execute a jump move, gaining evasive charges based on the distance. I'll talk about evasion in a wee minute. The +2 difficulty, range times per evasive charge, we'll go over that second. So yeah, so basically with jump jets, we can move around in any movement. When we jump and move, we get something called a firing arc. Now, this determines the direction of where your mech faces and what targets you can hit. This is extremely important when you're up against other mechs, because basically, if you move here, for example, and we're facing this urban mech here, this panther can attack us from the side. So it's stuff like that you're going to watch out for. It's all about positioning, it's all about angles, it's all about facing. So you always want to face near enough in front of your enemies, because when you get hit from the side, the concentration of the fire from the enemy will hit one particular side, and it's really devastating. But if you face it from the front, the damage can hit near enough every single part of your body. So it's better to splash out the damage and then focus it on one location. So yeah, reach for the skies. And yeah, as you can see, we're overheated.
Yeah, I was afraid of that. Jump jets build a lot of heat, and that was more than your engine could handle. Head on into that water. We need to get you cooled off.
Yep. So in this game, we have terrain effects, which are very, very useful. And one of them is water. Water reduces movement speed and increases a unit's heat sinking ability by 50%. So originally, if we didn't move, and we just moved and took a defensive action, on the left-hand side here, this will show us how much heat we will get rid of without firing or anything, or using jump jets. But if we move to the water, that doubles it, and we will near enough. As you can see, we get a little bit of a boost. Warning: plasma leak detected. Jump jet malfunction. Jump jet system damage. System inoperable until repaired. Oh, for the love of all the gods! This is what I get for insisting on a rush job. Not that I had much of a choice. The Espinosa refit yards were backlogged like you wouldn't believe. It looked like they were trying to process every single Royal Guard mech in time for the coronation. There isn't any time to get jets replaced, so we're going to have to make do without them. Go ahead and take that mech down with a melee attack. I want to make sure nothing else is going to break in your blackjack before we take it out onto the common road. So yeah, so in this game, we don't just shoot, we also smack the shit out of the mechs, which is pretty cool. Melee attack uses piloting the skill to hit. Ignores evasion, evasive, hit removes guarded, deals damage and stability damage. So yeah, I love the I love the melee animations, pretty cool. Good at it. At least that's solid. Alright, one last test. I want you to take your blackjack up to a sprint and evade my attack.
Push that engine, kid. If something goes wrong today, I want to know that your mech can maneuver.
So, evasion. The faster you move, the more evasive charges you will gain. Each evasive charge makes you harder to hit. So, this is what the little chevrons are. Basically, for every hex, you will gain an evasive charge. That, I believe, is, base terms, it's a +1 difficulty, right? Now, in terms of the actual percentage, I believe... Now, it's been a while since I've actually, delved down into the nitty-gritty of the mechanics of this game, but I believe it's along the lines of 5%, I think? I might be wrong, but there's other factors into hit percentage, such as target size. I know each class of mech has their own innate, evasive, whatever, I'll explain more of that in the future. I'm trying to get on with the first episode, but I'm trying to give you guys a bit of sifted information and stuff to make each point kind of easier, you know what I mean?
Full throttle.
So yeah. Also, there's height bonuses as well in this game as well. So as you can see, we did 2 misses, and every full attack from mech reduces that chevron by 1. So that's really, really useful. We gotta remember that. Congratulations, Devi. Your blackjack's as combat ready it can be. Given the circumstances, for what it's worth, I hope my suspicions turn out to be unfolded, and we will end the day having a good laugh about what a paranoid old man I've become. But if not, then I know that you'll be ready. Alright, time to move out. Lady Arano is waiting for us at the mech bay.
An impressive display, Sir Raju. Of course, this Mechwarrior was a student of yours. I'd expect them to know their way around a cockpit.
Mm-hmm. So that was the Arano. Come here. Come here. Definitely. Allow me to introduce you to Kamea Arano, the soon-to-be High Lady of the Aurigan Coalition. Is Lady Victoria on this channel? For the time being, my father summoned me to the Pictic Dots. I have a fleet inspection and a tour of the family rift yard to preside over before the coronation. Behold, the responsibilities of a noble daughter, a fount of tedium that never runs dry. I know the feeling, cousin. By this time tomorrow, I'll be responsible for the entire reach. Give my best to your father, and don't be late for the tourney. The gambling dens have already taken bets on how long it will take me to cripple that customized monstrosity you pilot. Bold wills, cousin. But the only victory they'll be celebrating is mine. You may be ascending to the front today, but my cargo is more than a match for the family heirloom that you call a BattleTech. And in the arena, I reign supreme. We'll see, cousin. We'll see. At any rate, I will see you at the turning grounds. So Raju, I'm ready to go when you are. Overland, along the Cormorant Road, and it's the Arano tradition. Aye, come here. We'll get you there in one piece. Definitely falling behind me. Now remember what I told you. There we go.
Successful.
Cool. So yeah, so there's one more tutorial bit after this, so we'll run all this in one video. So this season, I'm going to try and keep to the voices I gave to the characters in the last one. God almighty. Oh fuck. I'm not looking forward to doing that one voice. Past viewers will know exactly what I mean. Oh, my fucking Australian American voice. Ah, Kamaya. Oh, Christ. So yeah, so that's basically the basics. Oh, we're gonna have a cutscene? I think so.
I remember the Aurigan Reach of old, the time of the Great Expansion. I was just a boy then. Proudly we went forth, bringing the light of our coalition to so many systems. And for what? To see our great kingdom slowly waste away? Year after year, the Council deliberates while our economy falters, and the wolves bay at every door, while covetous neighbors plot against us. Well, I say, it can go no further. We are here today because if Lady Arano will not act, someone must. I know what I'm asking of you. You will face former comrades, or even loved ones, on the battlefield. I take up arms against my own niece. But remember, today we sacrifice so that tomorrow we can return our kingdom to its proper glory, to its proper strength. So should you fall tonight, know that you did so as true heroes of the Reach. To your stations, for the Directorate!
Coronation Day, Cordia City outskirts, 1322 local time. So yeah. Bastard. So so this is the second half of the tutorial, like the proper tutorial mission now. So I think I'll do this and I'll call it an episode then, because I want to save the next mission for a video of its own. Don't know if I'll do it tonight, might be tomorrow, but we'll see. But yeah, oh, I'm getting goosebumps about this bit. This bit is just jaw-dropping, it really is. Ballistic weapons recoil with fire during the hardest hit and sequence shots. Very, very, very piece of good information to remember. Especially when you want to do gunboat builds. Alright, there we go then. I'm going to miss this, Raju. The clarity of purpose that I feel in the cockpit of a BattleTech. The simplicity of it. But there they are, just up ahead, the city gates, and my future all laid out before me. Wait, what's that smoke? Guard post. One of the small ones that dot the roads leading to the capital. But the emergency band's been quiet all morning. I've heard anything about any fire?
This is damned odd, and I don't like it. Kid, keep your head on a swivel and be ready for anything.
Yep, okay, so we have Mastiff and Centurion 9A. We have Kamea and Kentaro, 1B 18, I think it is Kentaro 18, yep, or 1B. Blackjack, okay, let's move forward then. So basically for this most part, we don't need to do anything. So yeah, we can just move forward just like so.
I'll do what you ask.
Also, there is a speed up combat option as well, but I'll keep it off this playthrough. Some sort of explosion. Looks recent too. Do you think that's an accident? No chance. See those scorch marks in the rubble? That's laser fire. We need to get you out of here, Khmer, right now. Yes, I think you're right. There's a patrol of Royal Guard mechs up ahead. We should go to them.
Whatever's happening here, I won't let it derail your coronation. Your people need you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Right, okay, so let's move up 4. Let's move up.
Of that, I have no doubt.
Yeah, we can keep a close formation. Keep a close formation. Basically, the Kintaro is the up-close brawler. It's a juggernaut, basically high armor, a lot of short-range weaponry. The Centurion is a general assault role. Basically, doesn't really commit to any range per se. Actually, can we go down this way?
Tell me what you
I don't think we can we? No, we have to go down the road. Oh, of course we can.
How can I help?
Okay. Go down this way. You go down this way. Actually, Deafy, I'm actually going to keep it top, I think. The actual height bonus would be pretty good. Use your turn. Okay. Massive move forward. Come here, move forward yourself.
I'm moving out.
Oh, you don't have any jump jets. Shit, I forgot he doesn't have any jump jets, does he? Bastard, I was going to jump jet. But no, I guess we're going to have to regroup. I'm an idiot. I'll probably will have to take a couple turns just to regroup him.
Holding to bleed heat.
I forgot his jump jets were broken. Honestly, I'm so used to the Blackjack 1 having jump jets. No idea. Alright, defend, and go forward. Right, there we go. Should be good, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, Mastiff, want to move forward. Guitarro, move to the left.
I'm on my way.
Jack, just move 1. So, alright, here we go. Hail, Mastiff. Hail, Lady Arano. We were preparing for Lady Arano's commemoration parade when we got word of a disturbance along the Common Road. A guard post behind us was attacked, so Raju found evidence of laser fire. Is the road behind you clear? Aye, all the way to the southern gate. Lead the way, Sir Raju. We'll follow behind you and guard your 6. Tell me something, Garson. If the road is clear, why is your battle mech damaged? Our mech's overdue for maintenance, but that isn't important right now. We need to worry about Lady Arano's safety. Now, my lady, if you come with us? No. You're lying to us. It's my coronation day. No Merc-Tech will send you out on parade duty in that condition. I'm your sovereign, sir. You will tell me what happened here. Oh, damn it. Damn it, girl. We don't have time for this. Take him. Kill the old man and the Mech warrior, but take Lady Arano alive. Here we go.
Get behind us.
Yep.
You didn't train me to cower, Raju. You trained me.
Oh, large laser. 9R.
Safety's disengaged.
So, we have combat phases.
Need more practice.
Once combat's begun, different mechs move in different phases. Lighter units generally move earlier than heavier ones. To reserve all units' actions at a later phase, you the reserve button. So basically, light mechs will move first, unless they have a certain skill that Raju has, called Master Tactician. Mediums will move at 3, that's what that 3 was down here, it's your initiation counter. Heavies will move at 2, assaults will move at 1.
I've got your back.
But because Raju is Master Tactician, mechs piloted by his Mechwarrior gains 1 initiative and removes 1 bar stability damage from reserving. Pretty cool. Right, so, moving forward, let me talk about this firing art now that we're actually in combat. Here, you see different shades of grey. This is the different ranges at which each weapon can be used at. So for example, if we were to take an LRM-10, right? If we were to just stay where we are, as you can see, the LRM-10's range is pretty decent. This gives you your highest available weapon chance to hit. If the enemy, for example, if we were to just stay where we are, hover over an enemy, we have an 80% chance of attacking, right? However, we have minimum range in this game, so if we move closer, the same mech, which was 8% before in the grey area, is now 40%. The reason why is because we're too close for the missiles to lock on properly, so there's that degree. So basically, you know, it's about finding the best range for a full Alpha Strike. And this mech right here would be perfect, because this is the optimal range of all 4 weapons, and this gives you the best percentage for your entire Alpha Strike. Pretty cool. So, as a rule of thumb, it's best to A, find the highest amount of evasion chevrons you can get, and B, try and target enemies within that mech's optimal range for the Alpha Strike. So in this case, we move for 2, and at the same time, we attack this guy, we get the full 90. Also, another terrain effect as well, Forest. Forest reduces movement and spotting distance and provides cover. 20% damage reduction against range attacks to the front and side. Stacks regarded. So that's pretty cool. So let's move up this way then. For the most part. And then we're going to target the Shadowhawk 55 Skirmisher Cavalry mech. We missed with the AC-10, brilliant. Now, the guy is guarded, so he takes less damage, but yeah, he's coming from melee now. Also, I do have a mod called Melee Mover, so I'll explain this mod in a second.
My armor's in bad shape.
I know. So, Melee Mover, what is it? The melee move. So when you do melee, right, you can only melee enemies whilst you're in a movement range, right? But so for example, if we move to it's that's our sprint range anyway. So for example, right, because we're in movement range, we can attack the Shadowhawk, right? Now this is because of the mod. Without the mod, we could not melee. You can only melee enemies within your movement range. But because we sprint, we can sprint to here. And we can sprint into a melee. So very good. That's the best way I can describe it to some degree. Right, okay then, so Shadowhawks move to the left hand side. We're still okay to some degree. Let's see here. We're out of range to the element 5, but we could pretty much... Yeah, we're going to go to the side here.
Confirmed.
I'm going to take care of this Panther. All its weaponry is on its right hand side, so we're going to go to the right hand side. You can turn weapons on and off, by the way, before you commit to firing. So if you have any low percentage attacks, you could just take them off to save a bit of heat.
Taking the shot.
And that is why you want to face your enemies from the front, because if you move to the side, there you go. Also, I've got another mod called the Panic System. The Panic System does numerous things. First of all, it calculates the stress in terms of hit and movement and fall damage and stuff, but its core element, if an enemy is stressed or panicked, they will get to be easier to hit, and their accuracy on their shots will be lowered, and this is both enemy and players. If a pilot gets panicked, there is an X amount of chance for that pilot to eject out of its mech. So it means we can get full salvage near enough, but it's also bad for us because we will lose a mech. And yes, you can have a mech that's near enough combat efficient, you can have a pilot that's got near enough all its health, but just because of the rolls and stuff, if one of our mechs goes out, we're going to be in trouble. So it's twofold, really. Okay, I want to focus on the... we'll deal with Raju with the Shadowhawk. I want to focus on the... Perfect. I want to focus on the Panther while it's on its floor. So, when you knock down an enemy, this is another reason why you don't want your mechs on the floor. You get to do something called a call shot. Now, this comes with this ability here. I'll go over that in a second. Basically, you can choose which target you want the majority of your shots to go onto. So there's a 70% chance for all our shots, individually each shot, to hit that section of the enemy. So this is what I mean by the panic system. Like, because this guy's panicked, he has a 2 difficulty to all this unit's attacks, and a -2 difficulty to hit this unit. So basically, it's easier to hit them, and that's both sides. So we're just going to go set the torso and finish him off.
Hostile on the board.
Yep. So I hope I'm explaining everything alright.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Like I said, I don't want to throw everything at once.
Talk to me.
Alright, so Raji, because his stability is a little high, what we're going to do is we're actually going to... No, actually, not going to do anything. Okay, let me think, Yeah, see, he's got really high stability. So instead, what we're going to do is we're going to melee from the left hand... No, actually, no, we're going to melee from the front, because there's a chance we could hit set torso. Basically, melee ignores evasion, like it says, and hits through guarded. And... left arm. Okay, that's not too bad. I lost a medium laser.
That was a critical hit.
Alright, so we're gonna get, yeah, we're gonna get a bit of fire at the front, but it has bulwark, which basically doubles, cover. So instead of 20% reduction, it's 40. Okay, come here. Let's see. Bad on the left side. Okay, so do you want to move? Don't really. We just need to move to the left side, really.
Affirmative.
Might take off the 2 medium lasers, save a bit of heat. Yeah, because oh no, we're literally on the threshold. Yeah, just go all in. We're literally on the threshold, so it's all right. Yeah, as you can see, we got a head hit here. 8 health. Panicked. Okay. Duffy, do you want to get to the forest? And then we'll just open fire. There we go. So yeah, first engagement, not bad.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Gamaya! Gamaya, can you hear me? Alexander! We were just attacked. The Royal Guard, my own guardsman, tried to take me prisoner. It's happening here too. The Royal Guard are killing one another in the halls. Lord Carosa's house guard just gunned down in front of me. The Turning Pavilion is a slaughterhouse. I won't let these seditations, or wherever they are... I hate that voice. I won't let these seditations, or wherever they are, steal my birthright. We need to rally every loyalist we can find and make a push on the capital. I'll take the throne by force if I must. Go to Mechwarriors Township, to the armory. Your soldiers are using it as a rally point. I heard Lord Decimus sent his house guard there a few minutes ago. Someone's here. I have to move. Rally what forces you can and meet me at the tourney grounds. Be safe. You heard him. Mastiff. Mechwarriors Township. We'll go there, rally our fighters and match on the southern cape of an army out and back. Come here. I know you and Lord Madeira are friends, but we can't take what we told you on for faith. Right now, we don't know who we can trust. In this case, we do. Alexander has been my closest friend and confidant for as long as I can remember. His loyalty is beyond question. I trust him with my life and yours. Now take me to the armory. So you command, my lady.
Traitors
right.
in the guard.
Yep.
And I fear this is only the beginning. Follow me. Keep close and remember your training.
Yep.
Things are likely to get ugly between here and there.
The cool thing as well, we actually lose heat on our mechs while we're moving around as well outside of combo, which is pretty cool.
Orders?
Alright, Mastiff, do you want to take a sprint? And let's see what we have.
Moving as fast as I can.
We're going to arc a little bit to the left just in case this guy starts firing as well. So as you can see, we have 3 in phase 4, 2 in phase 3 and 2 in phase 2. Okay, what do we have? We have Striker, that's from 6 out of 10. Scorpion, AC5 medium laser, I think. Okay, okay.
My armor's still solid.
Yeah, let me see. Medium laser, AC5. Oh, MG, alright.
Yes, I hear you.
Okay. So, here's another line of fire we can do. Indirect fire. This is from LRMs and other missile-based weapons as well. Basically, it fires over the top, but you need line of sight from another mech to do so, which is pretty cool. But in this case, we don't need to really. This is a dream. Alright, so we need Kamea to draw a line of sight. So look. Alright, so we don't need much, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off the medium laser. Actually. How much do we need? 9 damage. 9 times 6. I think a medium laser and an SM6 should do it.
Affirmative.
Perfect. Yeah, just save some heat, some ammo.
Destroyed.
There's no point going full alpha sometimes. Okay, should be another Scorpion, right? Nope. Okay, Definitely we're just going to sprint up. In fact, we're going to go to the forest.
Full throttle.
Get you into that fire support role quickly. Alright, so the strikers are going to start firing now. Okay. Fire. Okay, it's not too bad. That's about swear.
Just barely dinged my armor. Talk to me.
Okay, Mastiff. I don't think we need much.
Follow my lead.
We'll move forward, so we're in optimal range, but I think we don't need much. Actually, we'll go full alpha. I mean, it's no point.
We're making me just
No point.
damn you.
No point because we could miss on a 90. You never know.
Go down.
I've had it done to me. I've had it done to me before. Okay, another galleon. Oh, another galleon. All right, medium laser with the less laser. Okay. Oh yeah, I thought the first one was a galley. I thought the first one was a galley. Sorry. Okay. Let's melee. So, our melee is 70. Tanks take double melee damage, so they will take 140. So yeah.
Going hand to hand.
And bot. Never get sold. Step in the tank. Never get sold.
Flag the hostile. Oh no. No. We're too late.
Yeah. Bit attacked. They're returning our armory township thing. Okay, so we still have one more unit, striker. Also, there's a little mechanical stray shot. I moved, actually moved Deathly there on purpose. Basically, if an enemy targets your mech, or you target a mech, or whatever, an enemy targets you or you target an enemy, if there's an enemy right behind or a player behind another player, any missed shots will undergo another roll, another RNG roll, to see if it will hit any of the mechs behind.
Orders.
So, yeah, so it's best not to bunch up. I just did that on purpose.
Hell with the weapons.
Yeah, to hell with their weapons indeed.
Never stood a chance.
Nope, okay, let's move forward.
Aye, aye.
I'm on the move.
Yamaya, do you read me? It's Espinosa, your uncle. Do you hear me? House Espinosa's usurping the throne. Can't be. Victoria. Yamaya, I just watched an Espinosa battle mech plow through an alley full of civilians. This is happening, and it's happening now. Your loyalists have fallen back to the market district. That's where they're making their stand. What's left of the Royal Guard are doing their best, but there's something wrong with their battle mechs. Wait, what's that sound? Oh gods!
Alexander!
So, Kamea, your ascendancy, the Arano legacy, all of it. Victoria, what have you done? You know, Kamea, for years I loved you like a sister, but then my father hoped to help me see it. Your family's complacency, what it's done to the Reach, our nation dwindles like a dying star, and House Arano is to blame. My father offered you a path to glory. I have fought under your banner proudly, served as your strong right hand. It was like a knife in my heart when you turned them away. Damn it, Victoria, I taught you better than this. You taught me lies. Come here, for the love that I once bore you, I'm going to give you a chance to surrender. I'll even spare the old man and his Mechwarrior you stand down now. I don't want to see you hurt, but you cannot be allowed to rule. I'll see you hanged for this, Victoria. You and your father both, do you hear me? You are traitors to the Reach, and I will fight you to the last. Then you're truly a fool? I'll spare you in spite of yourself, but you'll cost your royal escort their lives.
I'm getting a sensor trace.
Okay, so here we go then.
Attention, all Espinosa forces. This is Lady Victoria Espinosa. Lady Arano is to be apprehended and taken alive by my command. Fail to follow these instructions, and you will have me to deal with.
Ooh, left leg. Yep.
Armor breach. Internal damage.
Uh-huh. So, let's just say that melee is a lot tougher now. Alright, so we have our light mechs here. Locust, Cicada... No, sorry, Cicada's a medium. It's a medium light. That's Spider. Alright, okay, let's move back. Okay, we're gonna try and take care of that Cicada before it moves. Hopefully. Okay, so we're gonna move back. Do a little bit of the moonwalk. And let's see. 90. Fire. Nice. Alright, Centaurus is opened up. Okay.
Punched right through his armor.
So, eagle-eyed viewers will notice something. We have 2 mechs in Phase 5. Why is that? And a medium mech in Phase 4. Where they're just recruits. That's because I'm using a mod called standalone equipment for standard mechs or something. Basically, to make each of the base game mechs viable to the onslaught that's about to come up in the future. Each of the base game mechs will have a special piece of equipment. For example, if we go Spider and look at the head, if I can find it, you can go over the equipment, what do you have, by the way, I need to find it, is it the center torso? Yes. The Spider, for example, has something called a drivetrain, which basically allows the mech to act in Phase 5, or Initiation 5 before anything else. The Blackjack, for example, has a sniper unit, where if we go to Deafy, it's here. Call shots executed by this unit are more reliable. And we have 100 meter spotting distance.
Reading you loud and
Mayor
clear.
has routed missiles. SRNs on this unit deals 20% more damage. So it's little stuff like this that makes the base game mechs stand out as well. Because some of the mechs that we can get in this game through Expanded Arsenal really does change up the game quite a bit. So, we're going to try and take care of the Locust, I think? Yeah, sure, let's just get rid of the Locust. We'll go Alpha Strike on the Locust, just get the guy out. We'll even throw the Element 5s in there, just in case.
Neutralizing threat.
But I doubt it. That's every single component destroyed. Go. Alright, Deafy. Let's move you back. Actually, can we move back? No, because we won't get line of sight onto the Spider. Unless we use our medium lasers. Actually, I think we might use the medium lasers, actually. We don't need the AC2s. Ballistics tend to have a minimum range, so we have to watch out with that. 60... Attacking the left side, Cicada. Should be enough. No. Bastard.
Incoming transmission.
Attention, citizens of Coromedere 6. This is Lord Santiago Espinosa. With the unanimous support of the founding houses, I have assumed control of the Aurigan Coalition. For your own protection, I urge you to remain calm and stay indoors until otherwise instructed. All hostile units, stand down, and you have my oath that you will not be harmed. Resist, and you will be fired upon.
So,
My father placed his faith in that man. I gave him my trust. He was family.
So, yeah, as you see there, knockout pilot incapacitated, so that's another example, really. Swing and a miss.
That's a miss.
It does lose evasion for this. If we can get to, range. Let's see, can we go into range here? Let me have a look. Perfect. You know, go full alpha now. Okay, and open fire.
All weapons committed.
Double in the center. Nah, nothing. Son of a bitch. Alright, so he's moving again. Probably trying to go for a bash strike and a Katara, maybe.
I'm being flanked.
Yep. That's what I mean. Going for the back if you can. It's a lot easier.
You've got my attention.
Okay, Razu, let me see here. Can we move back and get you in range? Yes, we can.
Roger that. Aye, aye.
Right. Maya, do you read me? Alexander, thank the gods, I thought I lost you when the bombs fell. Well, you very nearly did, Maya. See, it's lost. We have to get off this planet and we need to do it now. I can't abandon comedy here. This is my home, my birthright. The battle's over, come here. Lord Madeira has the right of it. It's time for you to run. Escape from this madness and live to restore the coalition another day. You're both right. When Uncle's won, the Reach is his. We'll more for it later, both of us. For now, you need to move. I've a dropship waiting at Shepherd's Pass. I am on my way right now. Hurry and meet me there, please. We're on our way.
You get to that ship, Alexander. I mean it. I will not lose you and my throne on the same day.
Yep. We'll have to take care of the Espinosa vehicles now. I think a Wolverine's here as well, if I remember. Yeah, it's vehicles. Alright, that's an 85. Yep.
My damned armor's busted.
I'm listening.
Alright, so let's just move up and let's just start alpha striking these vehicles and stuff. Okay for the heat.
Eliminating hostiles.
I don't want to hear it. There's no such thing as overkill. Okay, maybe on this side. We'll get rid of some heat as well. Of course, right now, this isn't my usual battle plan. In fact, I have a pretty go-to battle plan. But for now, because there's only 3 of us with these vehicles, we can just move and shoot, that sort of thing.
Talk to
Okay,
me.
Espinosa. Again, what's it called? Raju. Okay, move this way.
Copy that.
We're not quite minimum range, optimal range for everything, but to be honest, we only need one of these weapons to hit more than anything, really.
Roger.
And see, that is why you go full alpha every time you can, because we just missed. Because we just missed an 8% shot with the AC. And oh, there we go. There we go. This is your last chance, cousin. Don't make me order your death. Do whatever you must, betrayer. Headstrong full to the end. Damn you for this. Captain Hurst destroyed him. Mastiff, my cousin, all of them. Leave no survivors.
As you command, my lady.
Yep, get a Wolverine. Wolverine 6R, medium laser SM665, the cavalry jump jet variant. Don't like this variant. There's not much you can do with it. Okay, so we have okay, let's get to the forest if we can. 2 evasion? 2 evasion. And what we'll do is we'll target the turrets because that Wolverine is too evasive right now. So yeah, we'll start work on the because as you can see, because of the evasion chevrons and because he jumped as well, I think that's really horrible targeted.
Engaging target.
So we'll get to work on the lasers. Pardon me.
You've got my attention.
Alright, Mastiff, move forward into cover. And what we'll do is we'll do a multi-target. So this is from the gunnery path, our first multi-target. First ability, sorry. So fire weapons up to 3 separate targets with this weapon's current firing art. So in this case, we have the Wolverine and the turrets. So what we're going to do is, let me see here. Okay, no, we're going to use multi-target. We're going to go A and B. We're going to put the lasers in B and the AC. No, wait a minute. I think. One minute. Okay. Yeah, we only need the AC on that. Okay, yeah, we'll do it this way. There we go. So the AC is going to go to this tail turret, finish it off. Yellow M10 will go on to this turret, start shredding some of its armor, and the two medium lasers will just take away a couple of chevrons.
Aye, aye.
So yeah, pretty cool. Yeah, oh, we got a hit. That's not too bad. So yeah, so there is reasons you want to use multi-target, but to be honest with you, yeah, it's coming in from melee. Yeah, that's that melee mover mod. Normally he wouldn't sprint all this way to do a melee.
God, that shot.
Yes, I hear you.
Okay, I'm gonna start smacking him up as well. Because they'll get rid of evasion and stuff for the most part. Yeah, see? Oops, sorry. Yep, because he's unsteady, because he's past his threshold, that removes all remaining chevron charges. I think we can move to here. We might be able to do some targeting on the left hand side. We'll leave that turret now. Actually, there's a light turret. Laser turret? I think we might just be out of range of it, I think.
All weapons committed.
Okay. So yeah, we actually attacked the back though, actually.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
Okay, yeah, we're out of range, brilliant, but we won't be in a second. So let's do this.
Confirmed.
Left side is still okay. I still have faith in the RNG. Normally, I wouldn't show off the side of the mech to the target. You always show your freshest side. But I want to do it like this if I can.
Target confirmed.
Leg. Negativo, but we took out the AC5 at least. That's 45 damage done. I thought maybe we could go from the back. Alright, left side should be done now. Yeah. Oh yeah, Centurion, I forgot. The Centurion has a shield. Aesthetically, if I zoom in, turn around, that's his shield arm. Basically, the Centurion pilot will go to the left and let the majority of the hits go here. So it's kind of cool that he actually has a piece of equipment that lets him have 20% less damage overall, which is pretty cool.
Reading you loud and clear.
Okay, come here. I think we should be okay if we move forward. Where's your... Yeah, we're in forest as well,
I'm moving.
so we can take care of the Wolverine now. Take away the Elder 5. Open fire. And left light, brilliant.
If you had any sense, you'd retreat.
Panic, knock down. And nothing. Alright. Daffy should be fine now, or yeah, you should be alright. You're in cover anyway.
All weapons committed.
There we go. Left torso, pilot incapacitated.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Now we just need to take care of this turret. Okay, we're still alright.
They punched through my defenses.
Yeah, we know.
Talk to me.
But if anything, though, it actually makes sense that his Centurion is really bad. Right, now I can show you guys another line of sight thing. So you see here with this little eye, right? That is an obscured line of sight. What that means is, like, for example, if we were to move it here, our target would be night across the board. If we move to here, well, it doesn't show there, but basically that adds difficulty to hit, but because Mastiff's gunnery is so high, it doesn't really make a difference, but very, very useful actually.
Roger.
There we go. Okay, not bad at all. Right, just need to proceed to the evac zone, that's that.
Destroyed.
Okay, let's go up,
Moving out.
move in,
I'm on it.
and apart from that, it's the end of the tutorial mission as well. And there we go. Cool. Thank the gods you made it, come here. Captain Halverson's preparing the engines now. In another 5 minutes, we're ready to depart. 5 minutes is a long time, Debbie. You see the Lady Arano to the docking ramp. When she's aboard, come back to me. We'll hold this pass against whoever comes.
Thank you, Sir Rush.
Okay.
you both. I won't forget what you've done for me today. I promise you that.
Yeah, should be able to just go straight on. That's the end of the mission, as far as I'm aware. Contact. Yep, dropping mechs now. All units advance. I want you to take down that dropship. Destroy everyone and everything that stands in your way. Alright, Devi, I trained you for this. We'll fight side by side, watch each other's backs. Above all else, we'll keep Lady Arano safe. Protect the dropship is all that matters. Warning, engine heat critical. Warning, error, shutdown initiated. Error, reaction offline, weapons offline, systems inoperable. Trouble with your blackjack, Defi? Shame. That's been happening a lot of Royal Guard battle mechs lately. You had numbers on us and you restored to sabotage. Now you're gloating about it? You've got no honor, you vicious little brat. Not you, nor your backstabbing father. Shut your mouth, old man. My father is a great man, and I swear to the gods you will suffer if you assault him again. Your father is a coward, and so are you. Defi, I want you to eject. Now. Punch out. You're no good to anyone in a broken Mech, and I won't let you die today. Eject, Mechwarrior. Now! That's an order. Now come for me, Victoria. Your teacher's waiting. Come and show me what you've learned.
Mission successful.
I get a little bit teary-eyed with a scene coming up sometimes. Ah, come on. Eight hours later, high orbit, coming to you. Easy there, Dylan. You took a nasty crack at the head when you punched out. Don't worry, you're safe now. My name is Darius Olivier, and I'm the XO of Markham's Marauders. We're a mercenary outfit with ties to House Arano. We did some work for the High Lord Tamani. Way back when. I'll introduce you to Commander Markham, but he was on a supply run in the Market District when the bombs fell. He didn't make it. So now we could choose our... Okay, I'm pissed off about this. Is my fucking hotkey not working? Piss me off. It was fine. Oh, US, that's why. sake. Whatever, let's just get it done. Alright, so 3, 2, 1. Right, so we can actually choose what we want to do now in terms of our dialogue options. Now, to say the truth, this is all role-playing perspective. So last time, I kind of went for more of a mercenary focus, like, you know, money, 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 money sort of thing. We'll try and be a little bit more wholehearted this time. Okay. Sometimes we have to go through multiple, so yeah. Oh yeah, help me why. Seems appropriate. Seems appropriate, given the circumstances. After seeing what happened to Markham, it didn't feel right leaving you in the hands of this new directorate. When we picked up your broadcasting emergency band, we knew what we had to do. Okay. What about Mastiff? Sir Roger Montgomery, did you find him? We found his mech. It was completely cored out. Nobody survives a hit like that. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. We supported the Royal Guard on a handful of deployments, and Sir Roger earned my respect many times over. His death is a loss for us all. Will you be able to recover my blackjack? Yeah. BattleTech hauled what's left of it to the mech bay. It wasn't pretty, but if you give him enough time, Young can fix just about anything. Which, in the backstory, we know we can't. Not to take the loss too hard. Yang said that your mech shows sign of deliberate sabotage. Whoever you had working on it really did a number to react. Punching out was the right move. So what happens now? Well, things ain't looking so hot around here. What with the coup and all. House Espinosa's director is the new de facto government of the Aurigan Reach. I'm sorry to tell you this, but Lady Arano is dead. Her dropship was destroyed in takeoff. It's all over the news. Damn it. What a waste. Our sentiments exactly. We're getting the hell out of Aurigan territory. I already bought transport and first jump ship out. We're heading to a nice quiet stretch of independent space all the way across the frontier, on the Canopian border. Not a cheap trip, but we'll worry about how we're going to pay for it later. As for you, well, you've got options. According to your blood shit, you've got your family out the Federated Suns. If you want, I could look into booking you transport on a freighter bound for Davian space. Can't make any promises, but I want to try. Okay. Federation isn't my home. Never have been. My family moved to the Reach before I was born. In that case, you could stay with us for the long haul. When we get where we're going, we could drop you at the nearest planet. Maybe you can make a pace for yourself there. Of course, I'll need you to pitch in for your first share of fuel, plus food, lodging, and repairs in the mech. Best fare after all. Alternatively, you could find a place for yourself in the Marauders if you wanted to. Wouldn't take you long to work off your debt, and you're around with Mastiff, so I know you got chops. Think it over, sleep on it. You have hell of a day. Got a long road ahead. A few years later, you're Crenane, Rimworld Frontier. Yep. So, while we're kind of up to thinking, and I just realized the time is an hour and a half, so I don't know why I have to split this into 2 different episodes. I don't know yet. But to be honest, it's the beginning episode, and I just wanted to cover all that in one episode. So, you know, fuck it, I'll upload it, full hour and a half. Enjoy. So, anyway, this is where I'm going to be leaving this episode now, because in the next episode, we are going to straight into another battle, but most importantly, we will find out, what mechs we're having. So, for you guys, it's going to be a couple of days. But for me, it's going to be a second, because I'm going to have to save and, you know, bug out and stuff. Now, the face cam, I realized something during this entire recording, that I've had the face cam on, so I'm going to have to go back and record those scenes all over again and splice them in. So yeah, long episode, splice them in. I think that's everything really, isn't it? Yeah. Right, so in terms of the wrestling mods, you can have a look down below in the description and click on the links and see what they are and stuff. But I'll go over the mods in the next couple of episodes and explain how this campaign is going to be run, because I've got some house rules and stuff in effect. So yeah, so it's going to be pretty cool. So yeah, as far as I'm aware, this campaign is going to be really, really good. There's a lot in store, both story-wise and gameplay-wise to some degree. So anyway, that's going to be it for today's episode and the first episode of BattleTech. So thank you so much for watching. Please, 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 please leave a like on the episode if you enjoyed it. And yeah, it'll help the algorithm, help the channel out, and let's get the word out that it's a brand new playthrough for people to watch. Pretty cool. But yeah, apart from that, links in the description. Check them out if you wish. Apart from that, you enjoy the rest of your awesome day, and I hope to see you next time. Take care.